Geek Citadel.
Welcome to Bullet Points, where I list what I liked and disliked about a game, so you can take my list, compile it with others, and see if you want to rent, buy, or watch the game on YouTube.
Guardian School, where angels are formally trained for guarding mortals. Introducing Gabe.
Gabriel is a bit of a prankster and a jerk, but he's also the best angel at Guardian School. Everything comes naturally to Gabriel, so he doesn't even have to study for his tests. He's basically been gliding his way through school without a single problem. That all changed when he learned that his final exam involves protecting humans in a series of races. As a lesson to Gabriel for being a bit too confident in his training, he is tasked with guarding a rather clumsy human named Harold. Now Gabriel must help Harold place third in every race, or he won't obtain his scholarship to Archangel Academy.
While Professor Enoch maintains that every shortcut has its price, Raziel congratulates Gabe on his drive to win, as an attribute that, unfortunately, not everyone in the Malak family appears to possess.
Gabe is a brash and confident angel in training trying to get his wings. Seraphel Malak has a rich family history that she has to live up to, but she's not in the same league as the rest of her family. She watches Gabe earning his accolades and gets bitten by the green-eyed monster. Needless to say, watching them both come to terms with their own failings is worth helping the uncoordinated Harold. The cinematics look as if they are flash animated, but they boast a nice art style and a Saturday morning cartoon aesthetic. The animations during the mini races are astounding to say the least. It is fun to watch Harold go full Sonic the Hedgehog, or to suddenly become awestruck by one of the many boost animations during the races. The backgrounds could be a bit more dynamic, but the shifting level scheme more than makes up for it. As a godlike being, you control the environment around Harold and his fellow racers. You'll move objects so that he can continue at his pace, and strike down lightning with furious anger, so he can release his inner speedster. It's a challenging process to keep him dashing at optimal speed, and also sabotage his opponents by moving platforms out of their way. That's probably the best part of the game, sabotaging the other Angels racers by luring them into traps, or pulling the rug right out from under their feet. Every stage is based on remembering where to jump, what to destroy, or what to move in a certain stage. This gradually makes the platforming more difficult as Harold proceeds through the races. Like a game of Rock Band, you'll have a chance to practice areas of the course so that Harold can move through it faster. The game is layered with alternate course routes and constant boosts to keep Harold moving at optimal speed. It's loads of entertainment if you can get used to the control scheme.
Gabe's apology is not too well received, and he senses that going forward, the competition might grow somewhat rougher.
It makes sense that the game needs controller support, but only because some of the controls require rotations. I feel like some concessions could have been made for the keyboard crowd. Maybe changing the rotations to something simple like up and down movements with the keyboard. Since Harold is a game about basically recalling every piece of a level, it's weird that the controls are all over the place. Instead of a simple structure to dash, the player has to tap the top buttons on the controller, flick the trigger buttons to change between platform sections, pull back and push forward to break items, or do the same to pull bridges. There's actually more moves than that, but that's a lot to memorize while dealing with an already confusing control scheme. Like if Harold is running through a top platform, why do I have to make a sudden flick of the right trigger to change the platform so that I can move it for Harold? It makes no sense that you unnecessarily have to switch from the lower levels to the top levels if Harold is already running on the top level. Harold is a fun platformer that clumsily steps on its own shoes with weird controls. If you're into puzzle platforming, you will have a blast directing Harold in and out of danger. Everyone else who isn't into punishingly difficult games based off memory and precision, well, you're just going to be pissed off a lot. If you do ever get used to the controls, this can be a fantastic game for practicing speedrunning. I recommend you wait for a sale on Harold. Before a game that requires precision timing, it doesn't have a particularly functional control scheme. For more Geek Citadel plays and reviews, check us out on YouTube, Dailymotion, and GeekCitadel.com. Also, for the PC lovers, join our group on Steam Curator. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.